Abia State Government has denied the widely circulated statement reportedly credited to the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to Governor Alex Otti that the governor supported the May 30 sit-at-home declared by the Indigenous People of Biafra. The Commissioner for Information and Culture, Kanu, who issued a statement on the matter, said the attention of the Abia State Government was drawn to a widely circulating statement purportedly made by Governor Alex Otti on the order allegedly issued by Indigenous People of Biafra for a sit-at-home protest on Monday, 30th, 2024. According to Kanu, Otti was quoted as having spoken through his special advisor on media and publicity, implying that he allegedly supported the sit-at-home order. In denying the alleged endorsement, the Abia State Government said, "The Abia State Government hereby categorically and unequivocally states that His Excellency did not make the statement attributed to him, nor does it reflect his personal views or those of the Abia State Government under his leadership." Even though the officer in question has said he was quoted out of context, the governor has ordered a full investigation into the egregious comments, which is at variance with the government's posture towards IPOB and other organizations or persons seeking to obstruct the rights of the citizens to freedom of movement, the statement said. While advising the public to disregard the comments in the purported statement, the state government said that Governor Otti maintains zero tolerance for any form of criminality or civil disturbance in any part of the state. Let me start with you, Ambassador Ekie. What is your take on this issue, the crisis going on in Abia State with regards to the killing of soldiers by some unknown gunmen, as the report goes?
Well, let's thank His Excellency for being proactive and being responsive to the unexpected insecurity situation that engulfed Abia State a few days ago. We'd like to say that His Excellency, by the statement attributed to his government, that is in no way supporting any kind of civil disturbance of the freedom of movement and then business activities of citizens of Abia State in no means. I think it's very clear. I think we join to condemn that any kind of human killing is not good, morally, legally, no matter the provocation, no matter what you feel is at stake. We want to feel that we are one Nigerians. They said they are unknown gunmen. If they are Nigerians, we want to say that killing your fellow brothers, because those who are in the military are your fellow brothers who are Nigerians, is condemnable. And more so, even if they are not from Nigerians, because they said they are unknown gunmen, whether they are from Malaysia or any kind of country they must have come from, killing of human being is condemnable. So I join to say that it's not a good thing to kill your fellow human being, no matter what you are trying to achieve. And I feel that the governor is right to say it is condemnable, and every right-meaning Nigerian or a creature from the Almighty God will always condemn murder.
All right. Mr. Victor, what is your take?
First and foremost, I will condemn the killing of innocent citizens in Abia State. It's quite unfortunate, and I will also commend the governor for his prompt response in denying or refuting the allegations that he issued a sit-at-home.
That he supported?
That he supported the sit-at-home there in Abia State. And I think the governor should do more by suspending, if not sacking, the advisor that was saying he was quoted out of context. Because such stories can't just pop up from nowhere. You as a special advisor, even if even if the governor, maybe one way or the other, had said something,
or displayed some level of sympathy.
Yes. Why are you, as his subordinate, as someone working with him, put it out there? So I think that guy should be disciplined. And this IPOB thing, and this particular one that happened in Abia State, I see it as being political.
Why do you say so?
I see it as being political because in the east there, Abia State is moving on a very fast pace. Right now, the man is working. He's outdoing, or I don't know the right word to use, but I think his predecessors and other distractors are not happy with what is happening in Abia State.
Okay.
So, before now, we used to hear Anambra. We used to hear Imo State. So why now? Yeah, Imo State.
Imo State.
Imo State, yes. Why now that Abia is moving on a fast lane? Abia is recovering what they've lost in ages. Why now? You understand me?
No, okay.
So, the thing, I know there was a sit-at-home order from the unknown gunmen or whatever they call themselves, gunmen. I don't even know. I think there was an order, but having it implemented in full scale in Abia State is something to worry about. So I see it as being political.
The IPOB, haven't they been implementing sit-at-home orders over the years?
If you
recall, in Anambra State, if you recall in Anambra State, there was a time they were giving IPOB, not just in Anambra State, across the southeastern states, when they would come out to say, Nnamdi Kanu is going to court today, everybody should sit at home.
In Abia, was it happening?
They will ground, yes.
In Abia, it wasn't.
Hold on.
It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't happening in Abia that much. You remember there was a story?
Hold on. Let me build. You can respond to that. In Abia State, it was happening, and happening very, very well. I can speak for that because I have relatives there, and that's a place I don't want to go too far, but I can, if I give information on Abia State, it is 100% accurate. Not just in Abia State, in Anambra State, you could say that in Anambra State it was stronger than all the southeastern states, granted. But then there was a time that for as much as 2 weeks, there was sit at home. And you recall, there was a time the then governor of Anambra State, I think it was Soludo, came out to come against them. Yes. And now said, people should come out, they should go about their businesses, that they sit at home will not. The governor then attempted to stop it. And people, in response, he promised and assured the residents that there will be security, that their lives and their properties will be protected. And people came out. You saw what played out. Now, in Imo State, particularly around Olu area, particularly around Olu axis, Idemili axis, the axis that shared boundary with Ihiala, you know, it was very, very rife. In fact, at that time, there used to be a clash between the Umwoma and the ESN and IPOB. In Imo State currently, there are about 3 arms. I would like to call them 3 factions, whichever one, and then the unknown gunmen. These are rife, and it has escalated into insecurity. So the question would be, which I would ask you, not just the current governor, but other governors in the southeastern states, what are they doing about IPOB and this concurrent others sit at home and sit at home for a week, grounding the economy of the state, grounding the development of the state? So if a governor issues an order, people should go out, and these people will come, refute the order, shoot people at sight, burn down houses, destroy vehicles and properties, and there are no recriminations, there are no consequences. Why would they not fight? Why would they not keep doing what they are doing? Why do the governors appear to be weak in face of this level of crisis in the southeastern states?
Now, the governors are, or they tend to be weak because, I will still use the word, these things are political. Let's use Imo State for an example, where some oppositions, some persons were accusing the governor of using this unknown gunmen.
In Imo State?
Yes, in Imo State, to cause mayhem. Now, let me shock you. Do you know this sit-at-home thing? It's, they get, or they target some few areas. I've driven from here, from Port Harcourt here, to Asaba on a sit-at-home day. All we do is, when we get to that point, we pay them and we move. I don't know if you get. I moved from here on a Monday to Asaba. That was even at the heat of it. We passed through the Ihial and, what was it called? Oba, Ihial and stuff like that. You see them, they mount their roadblock. You pay them 500, some even 200.
So now they've turned it to a money-making...
It's a money-making thing. The person that started this thing, Nnamdi Kanu, that started it, he didn't even envisage this thing
being hijacked.
Right now, he cannot even stop
because it's out
the
of
others.
his control.
It's out of his controls. Now we have the IPOB, we have the ESN, we have the, I don't know if...
Umoma.
The Umoma.
And there is another one.
You understand? Now, they all have their own groups. Will Nnamdi Kanu come out now and start telling them not to do what they are doing when they are making money from it? It's not possible. It's not possible. So right now, I think they just need to top up their games when it comes to security in those eastern states. In Enugu, they are not even having this plenty crisis. So why is it Abia? Even the Abia before now, I wasn't even seeing Abia because there was a news recent. There was a news.
Imo State
there was,
and Anambra
yes,
State.
it was more of Imo State and what was it called? Anambra State. Abia State, even that was last year or so, when some guys tried enforcing the sit-at-home thing, they were beaten on the streets of Aba. It was in the news. You understand me? So why now? Why now? Even if they should, what was it called? The federal government should release, what was his name? Nnamdi Kanu. It will still happen because it had been hijacked.
You're right. Okay. Now, he spoke about security and probably to have a political undertone. Let's look at another angle of possible political undertone to the whole security situation as a result of the IPOB. You know, there is this thing called security votes that is unaccounted for. And, you know, there are concerns, you know, quarters that are raising concerns and calls with regards to the security vote. Because, you know, it appears that probably in, let's say, for example, in some of the northern states where Boko Haram is rife, you know, and there are a lot of killings going on, of course, their security vote would naturally be higher than other states in order to fight insecurity. Could this also be one of the things playing out? Because you would wonder, why are the governors seemingly weak in face of this crisis? If the governors want to fish out these people, can't they be able to fish them out? I mean, these people, are they not from within? What's going on?
See, when they talk about the governor, it looks as if the governor is a spirit. We have the security operatives who have the sole responsibility of maintaining law and order. Even though politically the governor has been made the chief security of the states, by extension, having security votes to ensure that the security apparatus of the states is being funded, is being taken care of to discharge their security responsibilities effectively in the state. So the governor alone cannot protect the state. And that's why if the issue of security is a very deep thing, the issue of IPOB is very deep. So if you want to talk about it, I think we cannot even finish it. But we would want to appeal, if you ask me, that let's not play with the security of lives and properties of our communities, of our states. The issue of security vote is another ball game altogether. My appeal, I love the Igbos very, very well. So it's very painful to me most of the times to see that people who are seen as role model in terms of economic development, that zone is being, grounded economic-wise. Business can no longer flourish effectively. The issue of saying maybe the killing in Aba is political is only God that knows. And the way they struck is a guerrilla kind of warfare. It's not a kind of a thing that happened all around Abia State to say, let us allege that it's a political arrangement. It's possible. But because it only happened at a particular spot, the question is, what is the security investigation? What led to that, seemingly attack or killing?
Was it at home?
Yes. Was it as a result of exchange of gunfire? Was it as a result of trying to stop those who claim to be leaders of the movement trying to enforce sit at home? But they have been alleged to be unknown gun men. They are not even saying it's IPOB.
Pending when investigation
exactly.
is done.
So if the sit at home seemingly was supposed to be for IPOB members, to honor the, they say it's an...
They want that May 30th to be recognized in the Nigerian calendar as Biafra Day.
Good. So it's not even a thing of the unknown gunmen, neither any of those factional groups. So I think it should have...
anybody perpetrating the crime on that day.
Yes. So if it is to be sit at home, we do not envisage carrying of arms. We do not envisage any kind of criminal activity. It's supposed to be a day of sober reflection. It's supposed to be a day of unity, to say we are one as Biafrans. Let us continue to agitate for what we desire. But my own plea is that whatever agitation we are pursuing, let us pursue it knowing that we have to live, we have to be alive to see our aspiration. Right. Because you can't be killing the people whom you are also fighting for. You can't be starving them. You cannot be destroying the economic lifestyle for same people you claim you are fighting for. So if you are fighting for me and you are as well killing me, if you are fighting for me and I can no longer make ends meet, I think, in fact, you are my first enemy. So I think if our agitation is to ensure a progressive life in the southeast or among the Igbos, I think it should be done in a way that our economic life will continue to boost, continue to increase, that makes us, the rallying point in this country. So if our economic life is going down, then I think, because if somebody fights your economy, is fighting your life. If somebody fights where you make your ends meet, is fighting your life. So I think this whole agitation should be reviewed. There are ways we can agitate peacefully and in a dialogue way.
Right.
We have other people from other ethnic groups who did agitation, and then we saw how they are going about their own. They are pushing, but not to the detriment of their people. So I think we must love our people, we must protect our people, so that this agitation can become a peaceful one.
All right.